Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and NBs, welcome back to Sunstriders, Phase 2.5, Episode 4, Interesting Enemies. Our quote of the day: the best weapon against an enemy is another enemy. It's a good quote from our good friend Friedrich Nietzsche. So, last time, session 3, we arrived at the hospital that was attacked by the Sovereignty. Showed up, got a real quick briefing from Commander T. She sent us into the hospital, split our A and B team up. We went in through separate wings of the hospital, cleared the first floor, cleared the second floor. We were waiting at the nurses station for a B team to show up. And ran into a little skirmish with some Sovereignty troopers. Bernathon managed to get rid of our little artillery rangefinder that was placed on top of the Civic Center, effectively saving the Civic Center from orbital bombardment, and was able to link back up with the squad. So that's where we will pick up, waiting at the nurses station for B team so that we can proceed to level 3 of the hospital. My dog's throwing up. Very cool.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So, session question. We're going to go ahead and knock this one out first because I think it's cool and interesting and I can't wait. I asked you guys to come up with your most tragic, disastrous, etc. moment that you've been the cause of or a part of since you've joined the CLF. And I also asked you to come up with the best, most heroic, most day-saving moment for the same since you've joined the CLF. So, if anyone would like to go first, it's all you guys.
I can go.
All right. Oh, also,
I'll do my
speaking
intro.
of, yeah, we have a new face, returning face, Mr. Noah Nicholson, playing one. Well, I'll let him do the introduction. So, if you want to introduce your character, and also read your homework out.
All right. My name's Repark. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I'm a Nikto. I stand about 6 foot tall. I'm a little bit heavy set. And I'm a soldier. Now, for my most embarrassing moments, wasn't too long ago, actually, a couple months. Lieutenant Marin, he's a Nautilus, you've probably seen him around. He reprimanded me for falling asleep on duty, even though I'd been awake, and I told him that I'd been awake for nearly 24 hours. And while I was asleep, my squad mates just happened to get jumped, and they got injured. And he chewed me out for it. He almost discharged me. Pissed me off. But my most vindicating moment came when Lieutenant Geglash, thankfully, came along, and he saw the good in me, and he saved me from being discharged, and he put me into his command guarding the hospital. So, you know, got back at Marin for it, so that was pretty good.
All right, cool. And so I'll say just real quick little whatever. Lieutenant Geglash, you guys would know as, another squad commander. Haven't really run a lot of ops with you guys, but maybe you've seen him around. Don't really have much to do with him, but yeah. Familiar name, familiar face, that type of thing. All right, great. Who would like to go next?
Garrett, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I can go.
Gonna buy us some time, Dom. I think we have a decent chunk of time coming up.
Very good, very good.
So, Bernathon Zolto's most embarrassing, tragic, disastrous fuck up with the CLF would be about a month after he joined. Using his talents as a reconnaissance and scout, he was to to watch a sovereignty post with news that they were going to mobilize soon. But right as he got into position, just got a what seemed like an extremely urgent call from his ma about an emergency that was going on. So, little choice, he rushed over to his ma's domicile and found a Gizka problem. One Gizka had gotten into the apartment and was rapidly multiplying. So he helped gather all them up. During that time, the Sovereignty did mobilize and took out one of the CLF's hideouts. Bernathon's most vindicating would be when the datapad that pulled Bernie in came into fruition. A black site, CLF operatives about to be executed. He fought to be on the team to cover extraction, and luckily not a soul was lost in that recovery.
Very good, very good. Gizka's taken care of though, right?
I think.
Hey,
There's still some sounds in the walls, but that could be anything.
They're tough little bastards to get rid of, man.
Is there a KOTOR mission where?
Yeah. They start brooding on the Ebon Hawk. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Should I roll my destiny point?
Yes. And Noah, you can also roll your destiny point. Just a big one, since we're not forcing.
Soldier boy, tell.
All right, Dom. You want me to?
We can
key
do
up?
our vindicating stories first. We can knock out our individuals.
Oh, okay.
Before we play
Okay.
Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Okay, yeah.
I'll
you
go
tell
ahead.
us. Go ahead.
My vindicating story. So, overall, Vyashlav's most, because I just wrote down vindicating, but heroic moment was when he was able to gather the intel required to save a school from a false flag terrorist attack. Now, Ukranka was out at the bar at the Dancing Pixie one night and was able to catch a glance of that Legion tattoo hanging out of somebody's unbuttoned shirt and decided he had just enough drinks to want to tail this guy home. After tailing him home, making sure this dude was passed out, he was able to break into the domicile and get access to what happened to be a high command console of the Sovereignty. And through this, he was able to pry the information of this false flag terrorist event that was going to happen the next noon. And with that, he was able to rush back to the CLF base, get in touch with Ginkgo, and organize a bomb threat exactly 30 minutes before this false flag event was supposed to take place. And they were able to complete the full evacuation of the school. And while everybody was out in the yard, and before they sent it back in, like, oh, it's just a dribble, boom, the cafeteria exploded.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
All right, so
Go ahead and roll your destiny point, Dom.
Oh, yes.
Qual's best moment. This is harder to track down. The individuals. There's nothing so glorious about doing your job, and it's just something you do every day. So, really, for Lieutenant Robin, it's just the collection of leading the CLF unit with the most combat ops proudly. And that's us. That's Unit 5 of the 33rd Mobile Infantry. Hangs his hat on that one. Quite well. Now, let me swap over here.
He's the goat.
Y'all are the goats.
Cole's the goat, man.
But, the most, perhaps the hairiest moment, perhaps the one that is most troubling would be Operation Puppeteer, which was quite disastrous. Probably about half a year ago, probably about 6 months ago or so. He led a fire team Aurek, which for Unit 5 is what you guys are on right now, actually. So everybody gathered here is Aurek. To keep it simple, Chris, unless you want me to read off this whole PDF.
Hey, man, let her rip, dude.
All right, well, I'll read it off, man. So go ahead, hey, lock in. I'm a man of...
Of course, Mr. Hogg has the most detailed one.
He's got this
Always.
shit all typed up like a real
To,
deal
from,
military
subject,
memorandum.
date,
Chris, you
location.
better get your notes open because this man's about to drop like 18 named characters.
Don't
Again,
worry, buddy.
like-
I'm looking.
Already
looking
sent
at
it
the
to him,
PDF.
Will. Already
I'm
sent
looking
it
at the
to him.
PDF.
Nice.
Also, as a matter of fact, man, before I start, let me just drop the PDF in the chat, man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's what
y'all
I'm
got to
talking
see this shit. It's legit.
I did some research on what AARPs look like in mission debriefs, so, you know.
The CIA has added you to their watch list.
Yeah.
about. Oh, baby.
So this was to Commander T, naturally. Date's been redacted. And this was in the metalworks in the Duracrete block. So at approximately 2213 GST, Operation Puppeteer was enacted by Fire Team Aurek, with reporting personnel being Lieutenant Robin, of course, Sergeant Ricio Cordolf, Lance Corporal Arsis Delsti, Trooper Liru Nail, and Trooper Vyashlev Ukranka. Fire Team Aurek successfully infiltrated the SLO, the Sovereignty Logistics Office, on the corner of the metalworks using some previously deciphered and stolen entry code cylinders and disguises with no raised alarms. Active personnel at the SLO was increased, but the information that we were seeking was deemed highly time sensitive in value, and failure to recover it would be unacceptable. So Lieutenant Robin gave the go-ahead anyways, and using our disguises and code cylinders, we managed to stay away from most of these sovereignty forces and guards there. However, immediately prior to cracking the SLO mainframe and getting the information we were there, a K-79 S-80 troop transport, one of these speeder trucks that brings all the sovereignty guards around everywhere, was hit by a rocket-propelled munition fired by an unaffiliated rebel civilian group, referenced as a URCG from here on out, and destroyed it instantly. SLO defenses were mustered immediately, and Aurek was caught inside the structure. Robin gave the order then to leave the mission objective and retreat. The ensuing firefight lasted upwards of 10 minutes as Fire Team Aurek fought our way out of the interior of the structure and into the courtyard where the URCG was pinned down. Poor visibility, constant stream of blaster fire from a deployed FWMB-10 repeating blaster, also known as a Mega Blaster, and unclear sight lines turned the courtyard into a logistical nightmare. The URCG attempted to push forward into the courtyard and blundered directly into a kill box. Sergeant Cordolf and Trooper Nail were able to flank the Mega Blaster's position and kill the gunner team, while the rest of Fire Team Aurek provided covering fire to extract the URCG. The extract turned into a fighting retreat as sovereignty reinforcements arrived via patrol speeders, increasing their numbers from the prior 3-1 to 5-1. Not wanting to risk our Carillion Waste collection covers, Robin defaulted to the leader of the URCG, Jaro Beamstar, who some of you might know. Bernie, you might know him. Or know of him. He's a moderately successful action hollow star who had taken up the cause of freeing Corellia, posting a bunch of effectively snuff videos of firefights with the Sovereignty. And Robin then defaulted to Jaro Beamstar, who mentioned that they had a safe house that was close enough nearby to be able to fall back to. The retreat was successful, and we were able to hole up with the URCG in their safe house where a pirate HoloNet terminal was located. However, Sergeant Cordolf, Lance Corporal Delsti, and Trooper Nail were killed in action during the retreat, defending the URCG members. Myself and Trooper Ukranka, who has since been elevated to Sergeant, sought to wait out the night before returning to home base. At approximately 00:35 Galactic Standard Time, the power of the safe house was cut. A member of the URCG went to investigate the generator, but was cut down by blaster fire right outside the door, as a team of the Sovereign's Own, their elite troopers, began an attack on the URCG base with F-11Ds, a FWMT MB-10K portable LMG, and a D-93 incinerator. This was not a fight that we could win without Fireteam Aurek at full strength, so I ordered Trooper Ukranka to scatter immediately, and we were able to escape with our lives. Trooper Ukranka and I did not return to home base for 36 Galactic Standard Hours as CLF protocoling forces, and during that time, Trooper Ukranka took it upon himself to risk his own safety and circle back and investigate the URCG safe house, and found that Beamstar and the URCG had been massacred by the Sovereignty Forces, the Sovereign Zones. Their pilot HoloNet terminal was destroyed, and their safe house was ransacked. And naturally, Lieutenant Robin takes full responsibility for the failure of the operation and the loss of both CLF personnel and civilian lives in its course of action.
Very good.
Man.
Question.
Why didn't we save that one for last? That was the best one.
Well, yes, question, go ahead.
So Operation Puppeteer, what was the objective? What were you guys trying to
The intel recovery,
Redacted.
it is redacted, but the intel recovery specifically was about a change in tactics that the Sovereignty had been enforcing and using, which had given them the upper hand on CLF. And from down high, they figured that a new either high command or ground personnel leader was planet-side, and information of this station was believed to be held there. Unfortunately, we were unable to recover it, so we were still behind the eight ball for quite some time.
Very good. I like it. Dom, I'm assuming that that's also yours, or do you have another one?
The camera pans off of Lieutenant Quall writing his after-action report in his office, and scans over scene switch to Vyaslav on a park bench talking to a silhouetted armor figure.
Ooh.
The idiots, they didn't understand anything about the optics of what we had just been through. Kordov, Nal, Delsti, they gave their lives to keep those idiots breathing. And here they were, sitting there in Quall's face, saying they were going to post this footage, this combat footage of what was our greatest failure to date. They refused. They just wouldn't. And Quall and I decided that we were going to go pick tags, grab our info from our fallen comrades. And as we were leaving, they couldn't see the writing on the wall. They weren't soldiers. They saw attention and clicks from the adrenaline dump that they just had. They saw Call and just saw what they wanted to be, void of all of his responsibility. And I was the only one in that room that could see their death in his eyes. After we got to our fallen comrades, put them in honorable places, and retrieved what needed to be retrieved, we circled back around back to that fucking safe house. Call wanted to go in first. He went straight to the generator. I went to the roof access hatch to get as close to it as I could to that pirate network. Call cut the power of the rock for the first to approach the generator and wonder what wrong. And he gave a knife to the second one he found sleeping. I eliminated the slicer plugged into their holocom. And then in the 3 minutes it took for me to wipe the data, fry the drives, as long as the last one lasted, I could hear Call beating him to death.
Holy moly.
We deleted the compromising data, smashed the evidence, fried any tech device that I can find in sight. While I was busy, Qual was running around with different sovereignty weapons we had pulled up out in the street, making it look like it was one of them. Their hit on the legal pirate network. Heavy blaster all over the entrance, incinerator on a couple of the bodies, and then we tossed a few extra shells in just to make it look good. We left the scene 36 hours before we returned to home base. Call took care of the paperwork while I stayed eyes up. Command assumed we just had a menagerie of terrible events, and we continued on. New squad mates, new call signs. You could see the hardness grow and Call, but we never spoke about Operation Puppeteer again.
Holy fuck,
Damn,
dude. These guys are war criminals. Oh my god.
Holy fuck, dog.
Wow.
Man.
I'll roll my destiny point.
So,
Nice.
so what was it? What was the moment that you decided what had to be done?
They refused to delete the evidence of our failure. We lost 2 men. They wanted to use the death of 3 men. We lost 3 men, and they wanted to use their deaths to gain popularity.
Paul doesn't lose people. So we're on a clandestine op, and these guys came and fucked it all up because we did all the heavy lifting. Shit, it was probably them that brought the added resistance to the base. If they're gonna paint our faces all over it, that's a loose end. Gotta tie it up.
So strictly business, or was it a little personal?
Cole probably believes it was business.
Vladislav was following orders.
Where's my fucking quote?
Just following orders.
Where's my fucking quote? I can't remember what it was.
Oh. It's in our chat, dude.
Actually, Dom, you go ahead and read that one off. Read that first part off, and I'll do the answer.
We didn't kill those boys because we're at war. We killed them because they'd seen our faces.
And the real answer is, what's the difference?
Hmm.
God damn.
Hmm.
I'm glad we got 3 dark side points, Dom. That's thematically appropriate.
That's incredible. That is and
I think
Dom,
that's
you
where
could-
I think that's worth extra XP for those.
yeah.
Little
Don't
fine.
worry. Don't worry, buddy. I already got it in the bank. Hey, that was incredible. Dom, if you could send me that little monologue that you got.
I liked that. That was fair. I like that. That was dark, gritty.
That was very good, yeah. Oh no, by the way, this ain't your daddy's Star Wars, buddy. We're in the dirt here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Chris out here making shit dark as shit.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you'll encounter it. we have a new.
You
Introduced. No. Me and Jake came up with it, but we introduced a new system in the game. It's a sanity system. Basically, think of it as like PTSD. I won't get into the details, but basically, if you see some fucked up shit, you get increasing, setbacks to your checks. So, setback die, increased difficulty, upgrade to difficulty, that type of stuff. So,
Very cool.
we're a little dark these days.
It's like exhaustion, but you can't play with fireworks.
Real. Yeah. So, all right. Dr. Reginald,
Yes.
what you got
okay.
for me?
So, so the negative and the positive are both gonna be the same event, sadly. But
Sadly, I think
well,
that those are the duality of circumstances.
So it was only a few months in from when he had actually joined in with the CLF. He was assigned to go join in for a guarding mission for a for a politician who was speaking out against the rising tensions against the galactic sovereignty's presence on Corellia. His name's Dialect Barnum. So he was stationed out there to be part of the guard because there were talks that there might be some sort of attack or some sort of assassination attempt. Well, there was a very, very suspicious looking character who was perusing around the edges of the event and acting very suspicious. He tried calling it in, but his superior had told him that he needed to stay put. They, everything, like they already, they're gonna look into it, but just stay where he is. Which he had a gut feeling that probably wasn't the best call. So against his orders, he had left his post along with one of his associates who was trying to get him to stay as well. And had left his post, but because that had happened, someone did actually slip past and ended up taking a shot on Varnum. He collapses behind the podium, and then the rest of the squad ended up instantly taking out the guy, but then a firefight ensued because there were the intel was correct. There were more people there. This was going to be a staged attack. So after getting calls over the radio that Varnum was down, he had made his way back into the area and was able to successfully extract him. He was bleeding out heavily because one of his main arteries had got severed from the gunshot wound that had hit him. Grazed him in the neck. He was able to stop the bleeding, and he was able to get him stabilized outside of the event while they were waiting for medical to actually come and get him out. Hey, what's up, Chase?
Yo.
So yeah, the positive was that he was able to save him. Obviously, negative, it's his fault that this all happened to begin with, which. Because of that, he was going to be let go out of the CLF. His his lieutenant was through with him. This was horrible. Like one of the main this is military number one. You listen to fucking orders. So he was going to throw him out, but Lieutenant Call was the only reason he was able to stay. He was able to take him into his unit and was able to smooth talk him out of the situation, and that's how he ended up getting with his current unit. So
I like it. Question.
Yes. Answer.
Would you say that Dr. Fahrenheim is a little bit quick on the gun, a little too quick to action sometimes?
He wants to do his part, but sometimes it's at the behest of like what he should be doing, if that makes any sense. Call keeps him in line for the most part, but yeah, that's what ended up leading to that sour discharge from his last unit.
Okay. Because I remember an instance last session where you ran across a linear danger zone, and Lieutenant Claw had to stop you.
Yeah.
So that's okay, nice. I like it. If you could send that to me as well, that would be
Character
awesome.
flaw. Sure.
Hey, man. You know,
We need them.
acting rashly can be a bad thing, but as a soldier, sometimes you gotta act without thinking.
Initiative.
True.
Okay, very good, very good.
But don't forget your destiny point, Will.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, sir.
And I think that's it. Will, are you good to go or? Oh, nice.
I think so. Eric just messaged me and he said he had forgotten because he was working on some minis. So I don't think we're gonna be dismantling and getting rid of the table. And I already cleaned the majority of the stuff. I can wait to do the other things tomorrow. So I think we're good.
Yes.
Put Chase ass to work.
Buggers.
Dom said to get your ass to work, Chase.
Whip him with a belt.
All right, let's
He
get
said,
in,
"Fuck
let's
off,
get
Dom."
let's get onto this third floor and see this nuke tied to these civilian doctors, man.
There's nothing like that. Nothing like that. So, fuck. My dog just went into the bathroom.
Will, would you say you're usually pretty quiet at the cartography table?
What?
Would you say that you're usually quiet whenever you're sitting at the cartography table?
Are you leading me up for some sort of joke?
No, I don't think so. I'm just wondering what your general attitude is at the cartography table.
Chill, zenned out,
Would you
because
say
I
that
was.
you're-
Oh, here we go. Here it is.
That you're a silent cartographer?
Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, nice.
Sick pull, dude.
Very
Oh, yeah.
good. Very good.
Well, hey, Noah,
What's up?
would you rather eat a baby deer or a matter baby?
Baby deer. Every time.
All right, let's move on. Fuck all you guys.
What's the matter,
Wait, what?
baby?
Oh, nothing much, sugar. How about you?
Oh, dude.
Sidestep that one.
All right, lock it the fuck up.
All right.
All right, gang. So, like I said, we just cleared out the 2 squads of sovereignty troopers. We're here at the nurses station waiting for our B squad to come up. Anything you guys want to say? Anything you guys want to do? Any ass chewings need to happen? Things are quiet as of now. So now would be the time. Maybe hit the
Hold
radio.
on. I do have a question. What's the general scene right now? Are people panicked? What's going on?
Okay, so as far as our squad can tell, the hospital has been pretty much cleared out. We have gone through, obviously in the process of clearing the first and second floors of the hospital. We've checked in on some of the patient rooms, things like that.
Okay.
A lot of the rooms are empty. Looks like the beds were occupied. Some of like the data plates on the outside of the room, like patient name, vital information, things like that, they're still there, but nobody, haven't been able to find anybody. A couple bodies here and there, mostly CLF troopers, and a couple of sovereignty guys. And of course, we ran into the 2 squads of sovereignty troopers. But otherwise, I mean, it's just
So
quiet.
we're on the second, third floor, you said?
Second floor.
Is
We're
Reaper
gonna make it-
Reaper with us right now?
No,
Hold
he
on.
is not.
Okay.
Hold on.
He is not.
I actually have something, Chris, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Coming up
Well-
before.
Did I tell you how?
I don't know.
Did I tell you how I was going to introduce you?
I don't think so.
Oh,
He jumps through a wall like the Kool-Aid man.
don't worry, I got you.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's the general scene right now. It's oddly quiet now that you guys have dealt with this squad. The sound of gunfire that was going on outside and around and inside the building quieted down. Pretty much nothing now. So
I don't like
Are
that.
we still waiting on Best Team?
you are. You are still waiting on best team.
Doc, you got a stim pack for me?
Of course I do. One moment, Lieutenant. And I go ahead and I open up my medical bag and I start rummaging through that shit and I go ahead and pull one out. Who am I stimming?
Me, please.
Of course. Go ahead. Lift up the back end of your shirt. I'm going to get it in your butt. Okay. And I go ahead and I stim him with that.
Okay. Go ahead and make your. It's just flat, right?
Yeah.
Cool. God damn, you've taken a lot of strain.
Yeah.
Stop rolling threat, dude.
Stressful.
I said I've been aiming.
Do I just-
Activity.
Do I make a medicine check with
No,
that?
this
Or
stim's automatic, baby. You hit me and I
Okay.
get 5 back.
Perfect.
Yep.
Really no.
Okay, let me go ahead and make sure I remove one. I got a lot of them.
All right. Well, I'll tell everybody stay posted on your sight lines. We're still waiting on Besh.
Very good.
Uh,
Very good.
Lieutenant, do you think this is over? Can we just make our way out, or like why has it gotten so quiet?
Still gotta wait on the 3rd floor, Doc. I'm sure everybody in here, unless they moved them out on the attack, they probably got somebody. We probably got some of these people tied up front or up top. So we'll wait on
Because-
Besh so we can be full force, and then we'll clear the 3rd floor. And after that, we can go home.
How are we supposed to clear the 3rd floor with this guy? We still have that injured dude.
We'll pick him up on the way out. Matter of fact, grab his legs. And
I'm sorry,
gonna-
my friend.
we'll move him into like the little storage room that was behind the desk, Chris. We move him out of plain sight.
All right, I
Very
start
good.
dragging the desk.
He whimpers as you move him.
I'm very sorry. This hurts me just as much as it hurts you.
Oh fucking shit!
How far does he have to walk to go grab his legs?
It's what my father used to say. Please, just.
We had him right there. He was right on the desk, Noah.
His legs were still connected.
There we
Don't
go.
worry.
Good.
Oh, I see. Miss,
Yeah, it's like,
okay.
yeah,
I
it's like
see now.
just grabbing onto viscera, like it's just
Hey,
dragging.
man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so as you guys set him down, you get a little tone over the radio. Lieutenant, this is Ginkgo.
Receiving.
Sir, we picked up another CLF trooper over here on the 1st floor. You want us to send him out or bring him with us?
Bring him up.
Roger that. We're heading up the stairwell to the 2nd floor. So, couple seconds later, you hear the telltale sign of the big, the push bar of the door on the stairwell. Tactical movements up, and Best Squad emerges from the stairwell that you guys had previously come out of. And with them is another CLF trooper that maybe you guys recognize, maybe you don't. But it's Reparg.
How's it going? And then who's with me?
So you're with our Best Squad, which is made up of you have Takid, Nadia, Gil, Ginkgo, and Uzun. So just imagine every Star Wars alien race, and there's one of them in there.
Okay.
They're all different.
Cool. Yeah, you see me walk up. DC-15 blaster rifle in tow. Looks pristine.
You must be new.
I've been here a while. Just new to the team.
Well, judging by that gun, it looks like you've never fired it before.
I just take care
It's
of
so
it pretty
pristine.
well.
So, any of you guys that have been around for a while, Lieutenant Qual, you would know that there is a detachment. Like we said a couple sessions ago, there's a detachment of CLF guys that pull security on the hospital. And this looks like it might be one of those guys.
Trooper, front and center.
I walk up.
Ranking designation.
Just a
Oh.
boot.
Trooper. Yeah, you're a trooper.
Call sign?
Just a boot. Reaper.
How considering that you have my exact vitals tied up to your character size, pretty decent sized individual.
Yeah, I mean, he's formidable. However, you know, maybe a little past his prime.
Were you on guard here, Reaper?
I was.
What happened to all the civilians?
Oh, they got out. We made sure they got out for sure. And I had to go down into the basement once everything started happening. You know, things started rumbling. They needed supplies from up there. They needed clean water, clean IV fluids. So I had to go get that. That's why I wasn't really a part of the fighting. But they got out for sure.
I see.
I mean, look around. It's mostly our guys that got hurt.
Noah, I have an important question for you.
What's up?
Did you see the civilians get out, or are you assuming that that's what happened?
They got out, like, for sure. Because I heard them running out above me, and I saw a few of them walking out whenever I walked up the line. No, you gotta stop. You gotta give it
Very
together.
good. No. That's a.
All right.
So, at this point, we know that most of the civilians that were in the hospital have not gotten out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Perfect.
but I think that's perfect.
Who's your
Yeah, I mean,
who's your NCO, Trooper?
That would be. Give me a moment. I have it. Geglash, Lieutenant Geglash. Try to understand?
And where is Lieutenant Geglash?
See, I don't really know. I thought maybe he was further up on the 3rd floor because we were up here originally on the 2nd floor, and he told me to go down there and make sure I had supplies for treating the wounded and everything like that.
And Lieutenant Quall, you would know Lieutenant Geglash. He's around. He's in a lot of the command briefings, things like that. Not the best reputation, but he does his job.
You know, I don't ask a whole lot of questions. You learn pretty quick not to.
Right. Glad you're along.
Good to be here.
So what's the plan, boss? Asks Takid.
Well, since we're all here, I think it's time to go ahead and get up to that 3rd floor. Did the stairs continue on y'all side?
Yes,
the way up?
sir. Looks like they go all the way up.
Okay. Well, at this point, we'll do a little bit of a pincer maneuver. I'll take Aurek. Reaper will come with us. We'll split it evenly. You guys, with these in, you guys, I think, have plenty of firepower. Watch for tripwires in case you haven't run across any. We came across one earlier on. We'll get up there. I'll give the comm clear for breach on the 3rd floor, and we'll pincer it up from the top. Watch your sight lines. Watch for civilians.
Sir. And and Ginkgo will take his squad and make his way back over to their stairwell they came up on.
All right. Aurek. Line up.
I'll take the rear, Lieutenant Quall. Make sure nobody sneaks up behind us.
It's a great idea.
So what's our order of march here? Of course.
I feel like I should carry up the back.
Okay. I like it. So we
Y'all
got
gonna fight for it?
Qual, Ukrainka, rather. Bernathon, Doc, and Reaper. pulling up the rear. Don't ever want to put your medic in the very back, in case someone sneaks up behind you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, Raymond, what are you wearing? What do you have on? Sorry. Are you in like combat
ASL.
gear, or are you truly like a doctor? Like,
Oh no, I'm in combat gear.
okay.
He's Red Cross and everything, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if they willingly shoot me, they have to live with that. They know they're a freaking asshole.
All Geneva.
Yeah. Attacking a civilian hospital, plans to blow up a civic center, plans to poison a water purification plant. I'm sure they would never shoot a combat medic.
Right. Qual does have a bit of a grumble because he does have 2 guys on his squad right now that have absolute fucking relics in their hands right now. We've got a CIS E5 blaster rifle and a fucking Grand Army of the Republic rifle leading up our flank
Let's
right
go. Let's
Hey,
fucking
man.
go.
now.
Dude.
65 years ago.
Hey,
Fuck yeah, let's go. It's an oldie but a goodie.
hey, man, listen. They take care of their weapons. They look good.
But hey, we'll stack it up. We'll take our carefully. We'll get up to the 3rd floor.
All right, give me 1 second. I gotta send this sneaky little message. Alrighty. So, much as before, the stairwell, it's the the old flight landing. So, everyone, let me get a group perception check. Get our first roll of the night out of the way.
Oh
Let's see
baby.
what we got.
I do have a rank now, so I got 1 yellow.
Ah,
if anybody has
very
better
good.
cunning now.
Got 1 and 2 over here.
Pretty cunning.
I believe that'll be you, Bernie.
All right. I am still shook up, so toss a set back.
Oh, real quick, wait. We had some downtime right here. Go ahead and make your check on that.
Okay.
So that'll be
It's a discipline.
discipline. It'll be easy. 1 purple.
Easy, and you do add the setback and
Yes.
all to check.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
kill it with fire. Nice.
Wait, it didn't load for me.
Refresh
Oh,
that
did it?
bad boy.
Yes.
All
Bernie's feeling good.
Thank
Finally.
fucking God. Okay, nice. Hey,
Thank God he
No more
says as you
PTSD
get
for
clear from the thing he invented.
look, man. I like to.
Gotta
wish
be
you
happy
guys
for your
succeed.
players. I know, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
Mhm.
This is our story.
Nah.
So, Bernie, you see this CLS trooper pretty badly shot, right in the gut. Just not looking great. He's moaning and groaning. Does this put in perspective what Rhett maybe went through for you? Like, this is a combatant that's clearly suffering. Way, gut shots are horrible. As far as Rhett goes, he was at least unconscious. Does that help your conscience a little bit?
I mean, maybe slightly. Like, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, yeah, like seeing the other side of it now. I mean, yeah. I mean, not too sure. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing of what do they call it? It's like exposure therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've seen
You've
a
seen
lot
it
of
once.
bodies.
Yeah, well, at least we're in a hospital already.
Yeah.
Maybe hardening to the task a little bit here.
Mhm.
Cool. So yeah, no more setback die for Bernie. We're
No
rocking and rolling, baby. So,
Sweet.
all right. So now let's get
the
that perception check.
Was
Yeah.
it average?
Yes, it'll be an average check.
Got it.
Did I say that? I don't think I did.
One
Perfect.
Nice.
success.
One success. So, in the stairwell, you guys come across just like kind of discarded into the corner. Looks like it's been trampled on a little bit, so it's like, blackened by boots and dirt and whatever. But you find like one of those little hanging IV bags. The liquid, whatever was inside of it's been kind of splattered on the landing. But yeah, IV bag, so may have been a patient came up this way.
Yeah, Lieutenant, take a look at this. Sign of one of the patients, looks like. I don't know if they were running or I don't know, but probably couldn't have gotten far without this IV, maybe. I mean,
Seems like plenty of traffic through it. Hey, eyes up.
is it like dark in the hospital? Still has power, does it?
Yeah, so I think we'd said whenever you guys first came in, it was like the emergency lights. It kind of
We
flashed a
also
little bit.
activated those doors.
Yeah, so
Yeah, true.
power's back up. Maybe every now and then there's a flickering light, but sounds like maybe backup generators are probably running. So
Vladislav does run the 2 with a light weapon.
with a what?
With a weapon light.
Oh, nice. Are you
Keep
doing
my
the
shit on.
Tarkov four flashlights on each side?
Yeah.
Ah.
three flashlights and a laser.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, nice. So you guys continue up the stairs, and as you come to the top landing, doors open. Got the little kickstand down. I don't know why I'm using swinging doors in Star Wars, but I am. Little kickstand is down, doors propped open, and you hear the telltale sign of like chatter, people talking. Nothing you can distinguish. Just
Very
like
good.
a little murmur. Sorry, I didn't know what it was. So
I'll give the quiet entry.
all right. So are you guys moving up?
I
I
checked
will.
the door jam for traps.
Okay. Give me that's good. That's good. Give me I guess perception or skullduggery.
I ain't digging in nobody's skull yet. What difficulty would you like?
It'll be an easy check. You know what you're
Let's
looking
get
for.
Big wire.
Once it says to advantage, you look around the door frame, check the door jamb, behind the door. Nothing that you can see. Looks clean.
I get into the set position to let Qual know that it is clear.
And I'll buzz Besh on the comm.
Just doing the comm click, or are you
Yeah,
talking?
yeah, double clicking it.
All right, and you get your double click back. Let's go time.
And I'm in.
All right, and as soon as you cross the threshold, the sight before you is odd, to say the least. I guess not beyond the realm of expectations, but you see a good amount of sovereignty troopers, 2 droids, and a fairly large Dewootin spaced around a group of what look like the hospital's patients. And as you come in through the door and you see Besh come in through the other door, all the guns raise up to you, raise up to them. Oh, boys. I've been waiting for you. So, obviously, a lot of these sovereignty troopers have their guns trained on you, but some of them, i.e., namely the droids, have their blasters trained on the hostages. So, what do you guys want to do here?
What?
We talking or we fighting?
I like you boys, so I'm willing to talk.
Well, how about we get those boom tubes down?
I was just thinking the same thing. Put them down, boys. Put them down. And you see all of the flesh sovereignty troopers lower their weapons and stare at you through visors and face plates and things of that nature.
Now, are these guys full plastoid, or are they
No, these are just troopers, like
regular army
the
troopers?
squads that
Gotcha.
the guys you've ran into.
All right, so one hand still stock on the shoulder. I'll pull that left hand off, and I'll wave my boys down once they file through. Same thing to Bess. I'll wave them down.
Okay, and you see them across the room. They point him down to the ground a little bit. Keep him at the low ready.
I hate hostage situations.
Hey, man. Me too. Well, welcome, distinguished guests. So glad you could make it. Who are you? I'm assuming you're in charge here.
Lieutenant Robin, who are you?
Oh, I'm just a guy. I don't have my fucking library pulled up.
A guy who likes to take over and attack hospitals?
Like is a funny word to use there. My name's Major Stromville. Part of the Sovereignty Zone. 13th Legion. Just wanted to come down here and see what this little operation the Admiral's been so upset about lately.
Which Admiral's that?
Old Iron Eyes. You know him?
Have I heard that name?
Have you heard that name? Give
That sounds
me,
like a knowledge warfare.
yeah, give me a warfare check. It'll be a hard check. 3
Okay.
purples.
Can I assist him? I've got 4
Oh,
greens.
I rolled it already.
Never mind, he killed it too.
Explosion.
What would you like your triumph to be, Robrin?
Successes. Let's do that first.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So, you've heard the name Iron Eyes before. It's one of those things that keeps coming up in intel briefs. You're not sure who it is, but with the affectation of Admiral, you assume this is somebody that's high up in the command structure of the current occupying forces. But beyond that, not much.
has he been the name tied to occupying forces, or is this new?
It's relatively new, and I would say maybe corresponds with the tactic changes.
I see.
So,
Lines
sweet little
up.
tie-in that you wrote for me.
Yeah, I got you, goat. So Triumph then. So having knowing the name that has popped up, Triumph, can I actually know his reputation and where where he was before now?
Yes. We talked about that before.
We
Gotta
did.
find it real quick. Because I don't have it written down. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on. Ba-ba-ba. I don't currently have that.
I know. I remember he might have been mid rim, outer rim previously, like on the edge between Sovereignty and like the old hut space, and might have been a big bombardment guy.
Yeah, and we'll go with that for now. As far as fuck, my shit's all fucked up. The name is synonymous with bombardments, orbital blastings, things of that nature. So,
All right. And what would you like
And,
my threats to be?
hold a setback.
Perfect. Well, it's a shame he couldn't grace us with his presence instead.
Oh, it almost sounds like you're ungrateful to your host. And he'll be around, but he's a little too high and mighty for this kind of work. He sends people like me.
Well, you're a shitty host.
I'm a shitty host. I didn't blast you as soon as you walked through the door. I'm
Well,
willing to talk.
How many patients are there?
Yeah, what's our group of civilians look like, numbers
I'll
wise?
say here about 15.
Well, over
How many
He says he wants
sovereignty
to talk.
members?
Just talk to him. He says he wants to talk. Just talk to him.
How many sovereignty members?
Yes.
I say you got 2 squads of 4 troopers. You got your 2 droids and Major Stromville.
Gotcha.
So total is 11.
11.
All right. Well,
Trying to get these people killed.
no. What can we do for you, Major?
Listen, I don't like doing this any more than you like seeing me do it. But orders is orders. The Admiral's got big plans for the Durcleet block. You understand? He likes to talk about you guys like you're rats in the pantry. But I can see past that. I don't want to take these hostages. I don't want to kill them. But we need you guys out.
When you say out, you mean this hospital? Or the block?
No. I mean a block. Now listen. I know the Durcreep block is full of the poor and the downtrodden, the filthy masses and what have you. I get it. I grew up in places like this. I don't particularly like what the sovereignty got going on. But they want you guys out so they can do their little thing down here.
You'll have to excuse me if I find it a little bit hard to believe that the Major the 13th doesn't enjoy this line of work.
How can I convince you? Because believe me, it's just as tasteless to me. That whole water purification thing, not my idea.
Just following orders, huh?
A job's a job.
I assume the major is armed.
Yeah, he's got 4.
He is.
Mm.
He only has 2.
Oh.
He's the Wooten. Yeah. He is armed. No ranged weapons though. You see some sort of fist wrap or fist covering weapon.
Gotcha.
If you'd like to make the check, I can tell you what they are.
No worries.
But looks like some kind of, brass knuckle type weapon. That's an understatement, but
Right.
no.
So CLF pulls out a block. Then what?
Couldn't tell you. The sovereignty does what the sovereignty does.
So our bargaining chip here is, I say we pull out the hostages and us walk, and then
Well, I'm assuming that you're not making the calls here. Maybe here in this room, but was it Commander T? Little Togruta lady. Ex-Royal Togruta fleet.
seems you're well versed.
Yeah, we have our sources. And I will
I
say...
shall have adjusted shoulder pads to that.
And I will say, you guys know that's not like that's like a suspicion type of thing. That's not like a confirmed. She used to be Royal Togruta Fleet.
Right.
That's like a very low down, very few people even suspect it type of thing.
Sergeant. Get the commander on the horn. Relay the situation. Step into the hallway, if you will.
Lyslov's gonna step into the hallway, hit that comms.
Lieutenant,
1960s Vietnam comms, knee down.
Cranking it. Very good. Hey, easy enough. Commander T's right there on the horn. Ah, well, no need. No need.
Commander,
Sergeant?
we are in a situation in the 3rd floor of the hospital. There is a major here. He is requesting that we leave the block, or he will execute the hostages.
Leave the block. Leave the block how?
Be gone of it. Allow the sovereignty to have it.
You're saying this major wants all CLF forces out of the Dur Creek block?
That is his request, yes.
There's a weighty pause over the comm before she responds to you. Sergeant, that's not possible.
And I am sorry to report, Commander, there are no hostages on the 3rd floor.
You tell her there are no hostages on the 3rd floor?
Yes.
Oh my god,
Only casualties.
I don't like that.
Did you tell her that there were
I did.
hostages up there? Ah. The weight of command, dude. Sergeant, see what you can do. Make it out of there safely. and I need you and the lieutenant to come and debrief me immediately.
Understood. Vice Lord.
While he's in the hallway talking, could I,
Yeah.
like, kind of trying to get like a little chummy, like, still hands on the holstered pistols.
Yeah.
So, sovereignty's usually not big on non-human troops. How'd you manage that?
Hey, what can I say? Everybody needs a big guy in big places. I impress some people. Simple as that.
I mean, you must have had some kind of bargaining chip. I mean, you're a big dude. Seem like you're well informed too. How long you been with the sovereignty?
Going on 3 years now, I guess. What's it to you?
Just making friendly conversation.
Points a big fucking meaty finger at you. I like this guy. You could take some pointers from him, Lieutenant. See, that's appreciating your host.
Could I?
I want to throw up.
Are there any kind of like? I'd like to try to look for anything that could cause like some confusion, like what would you call it? Like if there's like an emergency switch or something somewhere on the wall that would cause like, like a flashlight, like a flash of light that might give the, if and when this goes loud, to give the hostages a chance.
It sounds like you want a concussion grenade.
Emergency drone shut-off switch that it's an electromagnetic pulse, shuts off all machines in the area. In case the drone goes bad.
I'll tell you what, Bernathon. I'm going to need you to make 2 separate perception checks.
Okay.
The first one is going to be on the hostages, and the second one is going to be for what you're asking.
Okay.
So for the hostages, it'll be perception, and give me an easy check.
Cool. 2 and 2.
Okay, so where's my game table? All right, so 2 success, 2 advantage. What would you like your advantage to be?
I'll actually heal 2 strain.
Hey, I like it.
Might come in handy.
I will. So, 2 success. As you look at the hostages, you do see some of them just look like, they might be sick, whatever. But there are quite a few that are like can't walk. Ambulatory, whatever.
That's right.
So some of them may be able to get out, but there are a few of them that are either too old, too weak, or, clearly have like broken bones, broken legs, whatever. So now your perception check for the room or the environment. I'll say this one is going to be an average check.
Okay. I'm gonna upgrade this one.
Okay, very good, very good. Three success, 1 threat. Okay, so as far as things that could cause a distraction, there definitely wouldn't be any kind of like flashing light thing, but I will say
Fire extinguisher.
there's a couple of tubes in the ceiling. The classic shower of sparks, maybe gas tube, steam, whatever. I'll say there's probably something in the room that you would be able to cause a distraction with.
Okay.
You said there's like no fire extinguishers.
Well, yeah, there's probably fire extinguishers, but
You shoot one.
they're all on the walls and things. So we're here. I didn't really lay out the room very much.
Huh?
Is it like kind of like reception desk area?
Yeah, so it looks like it might be like, another waiting area, kind of like a recreation thing. You see a couple of like hollow chess tables, maybe like a space ping pong table.
Hell yeah.
What's the tabletop grab ball? Grooves ball, a little grooves ball table. Couple hollow screens on the walls, things like that. Little vending machine area. So just kind of like a waiting room, rehab room, whatever. It is pretty open. Got a couple of desks and tables and things like that, but they've been pushed out to the sides of the rooms. So there's a very open area in the center, and we'll say it's about your long range from Best Squad, which is across the room from you. So not super large, 3 range bands wide. So.
Sergeant, do you come back?
I waited until Bernie was done buying a little more time. I'm gonna walk back to where I was and gonna stare at the Major and give Qual my 3 taps on the right arm, letting him know, fuck no.
Ah. Limber up.
Oh no, I don't like that. I know what that means.
Well, Major. You do drive a hard bargain. But seeding this whole block is just not something that we can do right now. We're going to have to meet in the middle.
He turns around and looks at his sovereignty troopers. Get out. All he is.
You're talking to us or them?
To them. And you see a couple sovereignty troopers, the classic, like, looking at each other. Garbled voice communication. Sir? And he turns around and roars at him. He's like, no!
Oh.
And a little fire escape ladder in the back of the room somewhere. And they, slowly make their way over, climb up and out. Not really sure where they're going, as far as you know. So this hospital is part of like the superstructure of this level. So they would just be like going up to the next level, whatever's on the other side. Now listen. Like I said, I don't like this any more than you do. So here's what we're gonna do. Send your other boys back down. We can handle this. You, me, and my 10 heads over here. These hostages don't need to die. None of us need to die. I like living. Don't you, Lieutenant?
You could say that.
You like hollow chess?
I've been known to play.
You any good?
Decent.
How about this? We play a quick game. You and me. I win. You got a problem over there, Doc?
No, I don't. Continue.
Good. We'll play a quick game. You win. You get the hostages, and I make a timely retreat. I win. You make a timely retreat. And the sovereignty figures out what to do next.
And whenever he says you make us a retreat, does he mean us, as in the squad, Unit 5, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Noticeably doesn't say anything about the hostages if he wins.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You guys finna 1v1 a blitz real quick?
Lieutenant.
And what about the hostages, if you win?
They're hostages. Sovereignty will do whatever the sovereignty will do with them. That's above my head, believe me. These are just the ones that couldn't walk very fast. The rest of them are already whisked away into the night.
I turn and look at Reaper.
I looked at the first floor. I didn't see anybody on there.
Right. And I will place my A280C into the sergeant's chest. Hold that for me.
No.
And
You,
whenever,
Tinhead, drag
whenever
that
he,
table over here.
whenever he grabs it, I'll lean in. You shoot this motherfucker if anything happens.
You seem more like a table grab ball guy to me.
And I will sit at the hollow table.
Very good, very good. So, this is gonna be we're gonna do this nice and easy. It's just gonna be you're gonna roll against your own skill.
Okay.
Or actually, scratch that. We're gonna do increasing difficulty because that's fun.
Now, as a contested, you could have me and him roll against the increasing difficulty. You wanted to do that, and then most successes. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we'll call it we won't drag this out. We'll call it first to 3 successes. And then, however far we need to go from there. So, what do you think Hollow Chess would be as far as skills go?
Well, we're both military men, so warfare probably seems pretty fitting.
I like it. I like it.
Game of tactics.
You know, I never beat my pop on chess.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not once ever.
Damn.
Damn. I also
Did it-
never beat my papa on chess.
Did either of them ever lean in and call you a horrible noob?
No, I wish.
I never actually played chess with my papa.
Oh, I played Chinese checkers with my papa.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay, so got a pretty good warfare check. We're going to start with an average.
All right.
So, and do you have anything that could maybe help you here? As far as like boost die or
Can I get my boost somehow?
no cheating?
Fuck.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Nice. All right, man. So you sit down at the table. What are the... So Hollow Chest, that's the one they were playing on the Millennium Falcon, right?
The Jark, yep.
I don't know.
Isn't it like 3-tiered or something?
So it has 3 rings. The idea is to be able to move some of your pieces into the center ring, and also, you know, capture pieces and things like that. So,
Nice.
and that's my extent of the knowledge as well. So, sweet ad-libbing coming up with it as we go. Yes, bro.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let me actually pull this up. Oh my God, somebody wrote the complete rules for...
Jesus.
Oh my God, they have a thing. They have a, like, you can...
Hell yeah.
Okay, nice.
You gonna buy it?
Mentelium, Savrip, Kintan, Strider, Munok, Dagok, Porlor Slug. They got some crazy pieces. That's wild. A Scrimp. All right, so opening moves of the game. Guess let's go ahead and make our check. It'll be average to start off.
Alrighty. I am holding a setback as well. And of course, I'm going to upgrade.
Ah, very good, very good. You know what? We'll look right here as well.
Ooh.
There we go.
2 triumph.
Oh wow.
That's got to mean something.
1 failure,
Everyone's
2
playing
threats, 2
Their
triumphs.
only opening that they know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, first round is a draw. Jacob, what would you like your first triumph to be?
I'll upgrade. I'll use it as I know his opening line. He's
Okay,
he's going for the intercontinental ballistic missile opening.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Oh sweet, me
And
too.
you're- Okay.
I also.
Oh, it looks like you might be going for a Zerg rush. I lean into Burnathon. Are they serious right now?
Yeah, well, it seems so.
I just didn't think we'd be here today. It's people's lives over a Griffin board game. Are you serious?
I mean, it's better than the alternative, isn't it?
But what do you think the alternative will be if we lose? You don't think Lieutenant Call is just gonna want us to walk out here without the hostages? That's not an option.
No, that's not happening. But I guess we can cross that bridge once we're at it.
Vyacheslav hasn't blinked, looking at this Dewooten fuck with the rifle in his hands.
Maybe we should wait. Maybe we should wait until he's really focused on a move, and then start shooting.
Do you think we should just like get at the ready for the droids that have the guns on the hostages? They would be primary targets, yes?
Yeah, I say we start shooting. The second he looks like he's thinking too much.
I'm just so hesitant. I just don't want any of the hostages to die.
He's not going to let us walk out of here with those hostages over
That's
a chess game.
1 upgrade, 2nd triumph. Can I upgrade his check?
You can.
So I'll have it. This is a well-practiced line, I know. So, but yeah, I think I'll take it with that. And then my 2 threats. What do you want to do with that?
Use setback on the next turn.
Gotcha.
You offer him a sacrificial porg.
He en passants my sacrificial pork, falling right into my trap.
My Sarlacc gambit.
Hey.
And what difficulty do you want for the next one, Chris?
So next one is going to be hard. We're just going to keep on moving on up.
Alrighty.
One of these going to be red. You said upgrade?
Yeah, give him one red.
For his
Yeah.
turn.
Mhm. And then I'm taking
I'm also taking
another one. Well, of course. Lives are on the line, Chris.
So before we roll the
Yeah.
Lieutenant, what do you think about the sovereignty?
Do you want me to answer honestly, or do you want me to bluff my host?
Honestly.
I think they're the sorriest group of Sarlacc-sucking bastards that didn't know when to get gone whenever their emperor fell, and they decided to put a new scumfuck bastard on the throne who calls himself a king that nobody wants.
Here, here.
All right, go ahead and make your roll.
That's why I followed this guy.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yes! Yeah!
Hell yeah.
I want to do something interesting here. What would
Okay.
you like his despair to be?
Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's a good question. Fuck, I don't know.
Discovered mate.
It is 1-0.
I think that's probably best. And in our framework, I think it's not even probably white and black pieces, but if it is, I'll say that he's following the line and hasn't deviated from the one that's like well known, that's like in the books.
Yeah.
And the bait pieces I keep putting out, he keeps taking and like following the line perfectly down. So I'm like, we're in like a +2 winning position right now.
Okay.
So yeah, with the despair, I hate to just upgrade his check again, but I think that's relevant.
Yep. That's fine. Because that was. If you couldn't come up with anything, I was going to say.
Perfect. No, I'm fine with that.
Takes
Yeah.
an upgrade. Cool. We're going to hang out here hard for a minute.
Okay.
And I am, of course, going to upgrade once again. He's going to keep the upgrade. And let's see. Oh, you just got 2 success flat. Nice. Okay. 1-0. Would you believe me, Lieutenant, if I told you I felt the same way?
I'll meet him in the eye. Not really. Major's a hard rank to obtain. Especially in a legion that has the reputation that yours does.
Yeah. The 13th. How did I end up in this shithole?
Why'd you sign up, Major?
Just trying to make it out of the slums. I heard you got one of my troopers. Similar story. I feel like a lot of us have similar stories. Like little Bernathon over there. Grew up in the slums, looking for a better life, joining up, trying to make something of himself.
You're well informed, Major.
I am.
Maybe mercenary work would have been better suited for you.
May have been. Might be. Go ahead and make your roll.
What are we against?
It'll be hard again.
Okay.
Ooh. Ah. I like it.
Loading. Loading, quit loading. Give me the roll.
Ah,
Let me fucking see.
Both of us failed.
one fail, one advantage.
Hey, I'll take a boost die for my next one on my advantage.
Yeah.
So just a man after credits, is it?
Would it make you feel better about me if I had some grand ideals? Maybe
Yeah.
if I joined the sovereignty to make a change from the inside, things like that.
You don't come across as a ignorant individual, and I won't treat you as such. I think you and I both know there's no changing a machine from its purpose. The blaster
Lieutenant, would you-
my men have, the blaster your men have, the capital ships we possess, the capital ships the sovereignty possess. Yes, they might be wielded, but their purpose is to kill. Everything else comes from here.
Funny you bring up capital ships, Lieutenant. What would you say is the most efficient way to destroy a ship? And before you answer, let's go ahead and make our roll again. We're going to stick it hard
Okay.
once more. Upgrading again.
I'm right back at you.
My man. I'll take my advantage. All right. Ooh. I'll hold a setback die.
Yeah.
1-1. This is perfect because it's giving me a vehicle for dialogue.
Superior firepower?
But where? Thrusters, bridge. And now, don't get too caught up on the ship. You know, not necessarily ship to ship. You ever blown up a ship from the inside?
Can't say I have.
Set a detonator on the reactor core, haul ass out, watch the fireworks.
Sounds grand.
That's what I would say is the easiest way to destroy a ship.
And I suppose every ship has a reactor.
It does.
Why do you bring this up, Major?
You brought up change. I suppose I brought up change. Can't change something from the inside, maybe. Wouldn't you consider destruction a type of change?
The utmost.
He'll lean close, put his big fucking meaty elbows on the table and lean right up into the center of the board. Lieutenant, what would you say if I told you I'm not happy where I am and I'm willing to make a change?
Qual will stroke his little mustache and goatee tendrils. I'd say I'm going to need to see a pretty big explosion.
Go ahead and make another hard check.
All right, I'll slide me one more boost. And of course, smoke them if you've got them.
Amen. Ooh. Ooh.
Give me that shit, man. Oh, give me that.
2-1. If you win one more, you win the game. He's fallen right into your, what would you say, Rancor Gambit?
Oh yeah, oh absolutely.
Following the line perfectly, like you're looking at a textbook. He's just falling for every single piece, every single thing in its perfect place. What would you like a triumph to be?
How truthful is the Major being?
Triumphant insight.
How truthful is the Major being?
How
Let's
loudly
see.
is he speaking? Can the whole room hear?
That last part? Certainly not.
Okay.
Lieutenant Qual could barely hear him speaking. How truthful is he being?
And Qual has plenty of reasons to doubt. He doesn't need any extra help on that.
Qual's been around soldiers his whole life. He's seen the way they talk, the way they act, the way they bluster, the way they bluff. You have no reason to believe this guy, but maybe there's something about him that's, Bernathon had a good point. Aliens don't rise high in the sovereignty. Big guy like this, yeah, he's an asset. But as a major, as an officer, in charge of troops,
Different story.
yeah, it's not uncommon necessarily to see a couple of big toughs, low-ranking toughs just here for muscle. But a major, that's pretty high up there. He'd either have to be exceptional as a person or have some very close ties with someone that's got some power.
Right.
So, how truthful is he being? Like I said, you have no reason to believe him, but maybe there's something in it. Maybe
Gotcha.
there's something to what he's saying. Maybe
There was a story that we covered on Hosnian Prime in class. Great mercenary general. One of the greatest. Planet lost to time. Pre-hyperspace. Seeking to curry favor with the kingdom. But more important than favor was coin. Money. And with his connections to these other kingdoms and bands, he was able to run one of the greatest rackets in history, recorded or otherwise. He was able to fleece kingdom after kingdom for credits because he was friends with the other mercenary generals. And they would march out, and they would meet up. They would have battles, grand battles. And yet, casualty reports were always somehow so low, missing. Well, General Nicomo, on his deathbed, revealed he had never fought a battle against another mercenary captain. Had shown up, pretended to fight, loosed arrows, fought with swords, banged shields against rocks, and made tactical retreats. And the kingdoms were none the wiser. If what you say is true, there might be the opportunity for change.
What do you have in mind? Listen. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
A show.
I like a good show.
And maybe we can both find something we like doing more than soldiering.
Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant Vrobrin. Do you trust this guy?
Fuck no.
Do you mean what you're telling him? I don't need like a deception or anything like that.
I would say
He believes you about as much as you believe him.
right. I would say Robin believes insofar as down this thought line. He wants out, he wants a change. Robin believes that having knowledge of strikes and things like that freehand and ensuring that the major's position would not be compromised by the CLF somehow knowing where every single strike is all the time regarding the 13th would require a bit of puppeteering to be convincing before making a bigger strike.
Hmm. Do you tell him any of that? Would you like to tell him any of that?
No. If he wants to pick it up from the nuance of the story, that's great. He's a smart guy.
You know, and I think he will. Lieutenant, you got one of my guys in custody. What was his name? Gaz, whatever. Young kid. Fresh off the street. Damn, my mic picked that up.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Oh.
If you mean jazz, you're
Ah.
correct.
That's the one. Pathetic kid. Like a wet stick in the wind. One of the sergeants put him on a laser turret and told him to pull the trigger. Never seen tears like that in my life. Horrible thing. Couldn't condone it. The wanton slaughter of innocent civilians. He reaches in his pocket and starts to pull something out. Anybody in the room like to do anything? You can
Point the
clearly
gun
see-
at him as he reaches into his fucking pocket. And I let that bit.
So word
As
that
you-
bitch up, man.
As you do that, you hear the droid's little wrist blasters also whir up, pointed at the
I don't even-
at the
I don't even
hospital.
look at the droid.
Mm.
Nice and slow, Major.
Slowly pulls out what looks like a little comm chip. Sets it on the table. Now listen, Lieutenant. And he's quiet here. Real quiet. These droids are recording everything. Not a live feed. We got a selective comm jammer going on in this room here. These droids can't leave this room. I think it's time we put on a show. And I'll tell you this. I am very well informed. As you might suspect, we got a couple of guys on the inside over there at the CLF. As an act of goodwill, I'll tell you this. Look out for that Trandoshan lieutenant y'all got. And maybe keep your eyes peeled for someone a little closer to home. And with that, Major Stromville is going to grab the edge of the table and flip it.
Yeah.
He's going to stand up and let's roll initiative, boys.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget to am I cool and everybody else vigilance?
I'll say yeah.
Okay, cool. Also, don't forget to hit the add to initiative button.
Yes, sir.
Ba-ba-ba.
I could never forget.
Damn, 5 successes. I'm going crazy.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wrong thing.
Also, am I right in assuming we didn't hear any of the show part of
You
it?
didn't. You did not. You did not hear that.
Perfect. I'm shooting this guy.
He's getting blasted.
Okay. So we'll do this.
I was hoping you'd say that.
All right. Ooh, come on, baby. Keep me in first.
This will also be cool. All right. Oh, how do I known or visible? Known just shows the name.
No,
there we go.
yeah.
Okay.
There we go. And yeah, and then hit
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
and I think
I can see all of them.
you want to do known as well,
Yeah, okay.
which it'll make them pop up on the table whenever you roll as them.
Okay. Yeah, they're popping up. What can you see on their character page if you look?
Well, I can see everything. I'm a GM.
Well,
so.
yeah. So, before we start combat here, everyone give me a perception check.
Oh.
Individual.
Difficult.
It'll be easy.
Easy, perfect. Because I do not have very much in perception.
One's like, ooh, attaboy, Barney.
Got the
Through
goggles on.
advantages.
It's easy 2 or 1.
Easy.
Easiest one.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Deal.
So everybody but the doc, you notice Major Stromville doesn't go for his weapon.
Oh.
Looks like he's just getting ready to throw a punch.
And on
Nope.
that note, Chris, I have a huge ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I
Ring,
spend a destiny
Hello.
point, can I use a talent I have not bought yet just this one time? And it is next in my tree.
What you got?
I would like to
big
use,
ass
I
right
know, I would like to use Bodyguard on Stromville, which increases any difficulty attacks for attacks on him because I'm engaged with it.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, so this is my first slot. That's one maneuver.
Okay.
So I'll take the strain to bodyguard him, and then whenever he tosses the table, I make sure I'm in between my guys and him as much as possible, and I go to fucking start mollywhopping this guy.
All right.
All right, what's my brawl difficulty for this guy? Does he have
So it'd be-
adversary?
Yeah, he has adversary 1 and
Okay.
2 melee defense.
Oof, nice. And I'm not gonna aim. Oh man,
Look, man,
he's a big motherfucker.
he is, and he's got some soak on him too.
Somehow it could be worse. So
Could.
when he throws it, I'm out of the chair instantly, and I'm starting to wail on him, and I will yell out, "Hit the droids!" And that's it for me.
All right. Cool. Hey, take a strain.
Oh, one threat, absolutely.
Hey, man. Kind returns kind. Major Stromville is gonna fucking swing on you.
I got one melee defense, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Actually, I lie. Wait, do I? I thought I did. No, I don't. I don't have the melee defense.
Okay, sick. All right. Major Stromville gonna throw his fucking haymaker.
This motherfucker about
That's
to
all
hurt.
he throws.
This motherfucker about to hurt,
I
boy.
bet this guy pulled his pants up before he threw this.
Oh, yeah, boy. Put it.
Yeah, right.
Put his BDU pants up. Oh yeah.
All right. 3 success, 2 event. What's the? It's just flat. Successes damage, right?
I'm brawn plus
brawn,
successes.
Okay. So I'll be 7.
Whew. Nice.
And take a setback next up.
All right.
So that'll be him. All right, next PC.
Is that me?
Go
I
for it.
think it's our choice. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Whoever wants it.
I'll just start unloading onto the droids. What range would I be from the bottom of the stairwell?
I'll say
This is so cool. This combat.
we'll make it long range. They were on the other side of the room.
All right. Do I need to move to get into medium, or is my blaster capable of that? Let's see. It's long.
I think
so I'm perfect.
yeah. Okay. So, new thing, you can target, so it'll do
Yeah,
all
I
the
see that.
calculations for you.
Yeah, I see that. It's very cool. Try it out. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
12 fucking damage.
God damn.
Yeah.
Let that long rifle work.
I don't know. You know what? It'll work for this. I like it. No, as you unload on this fucking droid, what does it look like as you shoot him to pieces?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
So
just went
I started the joints. You see an arm fall off, and it tries to stagger forward. The other one comes off, and then I just go straight for the head, and it falls to its knees on the floor.
Very good, very good.
Get Lego'd, bitch.
Hell yeah.
This section sponsored by.
Get brick block.
All right. Hey, easy enough.
Lego Yoda
Shot his
death
ass
noise.
Fucking, I don't know, man.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Next,
I'm only
PC.
ever playing soldier
Me,
from
me,
now
me, me,
on.
me, me, me.
All right, go ahead, Doc.
All right, try to get into range, and I take a pot shot on the closest droid. I've been waiting on this. Let me see here. Let me use the ionization blaster since these guys are droids.
Nice.
I forgot that you have a
you will
fucking-
have to burn both your maneuvers to get into range.
Okay. Can I do that? Do I have to take a strain for that?
You gotta take 2
Yes.
strain.
2 strain. All right, I'll do it.
And I'm gonna upgrade your check.
The Outskis.
Oh shit.
The doctor wants to use a sweet Jawa blaster. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Let me see here.
It's only
So
one
is it-
purple. Short range.
Doctor.
Yes.
How does the ion blaster work? Doesn't
For
it
this
do
one, it'll
more
work.
damage?
It'll work just the same. But no, this one
Okay.
specifically is droids only for the ion.
Hmm.
Because
So
considered
it's gonna
crime
be
used against humans,
easy
right?
because I'm short range, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you said you're upgrading the check,
Yes,
so it's just gonna be a purple.
it'll be red.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we win these.
2
Hell
success,
yeah.
1 advantage. Damn.
Historically wins those.
Well, hey, as you hit the droid, are you hitting center mass or are you going for the head?
Oh, I'm going for the head, dog.
Okay. So as you hit the head, you just see the blue beam come, the electric crackles all around the head, and it just freezes up,
Awesome.
and tips over.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck these
fuck it,
droids.
Damn, that was not how I thought that was gonna go.
It's always the threat that's more important.
True.
It's the edge, if you will.
Next PC slot. Just Major Stromville.
All right. Well, Bernathon was grappling with the orders that Robin gave. Now the droids are taken care of. So I think he's gonna take 2 shots at Stromville. What distance would they be?
I'll say medium.
Okay.
And let me look at this.
Um,
So it'll be ranks of bodyguard.
It's 1
Upgrade
red.
the
It gives them a
difficulty.
red. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you'll have a red, and you'll also have a setback, or 2 setback.
Right.
Are you staying at medium here?
Yes. I'm gonna use 2 maneuvers to double aim.
Okay. So it'll be a red, it'll be a purple, another purple for adversary, and then 2 setbacks.
2 setbacks. And
Oh, and are you
and
dual
that's
wielding?
with the dual wielding, I upgraded again or
Another purple, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Double aim. All right.
Damn.
For success, I can't activate second hit.
Okay. Take a strain. For success, what's the damage on that?
6 base.
6 + 4, 10. Okay. Very good. Owie. All right, next PC slot.
Sergeant.
Oh God, here comes the war crime.
Not the war crime.
What are the hostages doing?
Cowering in fear.
Typical hostages. That's all they ever do.
Some of them are probably unconscious.
It's all everything. Oh my god.
I'm going to, because I mean, Team B's still here, right? Across
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot to. I forgot to have Stromville ask you guys to send them out.
Oh, hey, we sent them out.
Hand wave.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not here.
They're out.
Viaslav is going to start rounding up the patients. Fuck this dude guy.
Okay.
Volmer looks like he's got something going on. I don't know why he'd stand in the line of fire like that.
You know I'm not an idiot. That's good, man.
Yes. This AC-290's pointed at the back of your fucking head. You're sitting there right in front of it. Yeah, bullshit. Let's go get the patient.
Hey, easy enough. Start getting them up, helping up the people that need help moving. All right. Lieutenant?
So I'll wipe I'll wipe the blood off my fucking mouth from the fucking haymaker. Spit a little blood. And I'll ask him how long we need to dance for.
He got his fists up. Look like he's ready to go. Gotta make it look real, baby.
Yep. That we do. That we do. All right. Well. And shit, man. I'm gonna stand and deliver.
Let's fucking go.
Let's come to blows.
All
My
right.
hero.
And he's adversary 1.
Yeah, and I'm upgrading.
Shit, so 2 reds. That's my go.
Yeah.
And you know what, dude? Since I'm standing here, I'm gonna aim. Alright, hey man, smoke him if you got him, man. I'll burn 1.
And 2 melee defense.
Oh shit, forgot.
Oh, it's all good. Hey,
Dog, I'm rolling them anyways.
okay.
I'll say I never did nothing for you. Alright, 3
Nice.
failures, 2 advantages.
What would you like your advantages to be?
The dust flies off his forearm because I hit him so hard.
Hey, I will say you're landing some fucking solid hits, but it's just like it's like punching a fucking tree.
2 advantages. Yeah, shit. I'll give him a setback because he's focused on me, I guess.
Okay.
That's it.
Is it a maneuver to equip a weapon?
Unless you have quick draw, yeah.
And you can still take an action?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's a maneuver. You get 2 maneuvers a turn if you spend 2 strength. Yep.
He's gonna slide his hand into one of his crush gaunts.
Ooh wee! Yeah, motherfucker.
He got him hanging off the belt loop. So he just hit the.
Robin might be a Philly shell guy.
So let's do this. Robin, build pool.
Robin's a Mon Cala shell guy, dude. What can I
Your shoulder just might shatter. Your clavicle
what
just
can I
pops.
say, man? What can I say? Y'all ain't seeing your fucking CEO. I'm in this shit right now. I'm like Lil Mac. I'm in this bitch going crazy right now.
Grab crush to the cheek. I think you just literally crumble.
This is gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Yes, bro.
Holy fuck. The uppercut hook, dude.
Walk me through this one, Chris.
What are you at right here?
You don't even want to know.
Hey,
Yeah.
one slide.
Hey, I want you. I'm right at my threshold. I'm 16 out of 16. I ain't down yet. I got 1 left. I ain't down yet. I'm eating this shit. Oh,
Hey.
that one did spin me though. I ain't gonna lie.
One smooth motion. He slides his hand in his crush gaunt, powers it up on the swing, and just a fucking huge down hit right there on the
Oh,
corner. of your
the
fucking
overhand. Ooh. That one crumples me down a little bit. I go to shoulder pick that motherfucker off. It just hits me square. Oh shit! Scramble.
Can't hit the deck.
I'm hurting.
All right.
Make him take 2 strain.
Pop out, make it look sexy.
He don't have strain.
Man,
But I'll
fuck
take
him.
I'll take the wounds.
Get my next day.
All right. Next PC slot.
And the bodyguard is ended.
Yeah.
That's very fitting.
That's me again. I'm gonna set the blaster. I mean, I guess I wouldn't really know.
Rip that motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that shit.
Ski.
Chris, I'm finna send you some.
Oh, I hit crit 3. That's a crit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is it? No, I only see 1 success.
Yeah, 1 success. No, that's just your crit rating.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing.
11 damage.
11 damage is still pretty good, though. I'll take that.
Let's see.
That's quite bueno.
Hey, you catch him a couple good times. Bah, 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 bah. Got him right in the side. Ah, yes. Perfect.
Little known fact.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Haven't used
All
it
right.
since pre-recording days. What?
All right, next PC slot.
Okay, let's see here. I would like to take this opportunity to try to secure the hostages whichever way I can. I'm gonna unbind some of them, and I'm just gonna be like, Bernardathon, can you help me, please? And I kind of motion towards the tables that were like, pushed aside and shit. I want to set up a little bit of a barricade because I'm worried about all the people that are still outside that old fuckface had sent. So I just don't want them to turn and a firefight shoots out and then these guys just fucking die for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
like
not strong, but I'll try.
So, gathering up the hostages
Yeah.
with Sergeant Vyacheslav. Very good, very good. All right. Next PC is that,
That'd be.
I guess, Burnathon.
Yeah, I'll. How many range bands are the hostages? Would it be one or two maneuvers? Or,
I think we said-
sorry, the tables. I mean.
Oh, that's hand wave.
Okay.
You head over to the tables and start moving them over.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Would I
Uses
be
up an
able-
action and a movement.
Would I be able to get to the fire escape to like look out to where they went?
I'll say yeah, you could, yeah.
All right, I'll do that. I can't move tables, Doc. I'm sorry. I weigh 60 pounds.
Guy's got bird bones.
It's okay. I've got it. Just do what you need to do.
All right, yeah. I'll run out to the fire escape, pull down the goggles, quick scan, make sure they're not hanging around.
You don't see anything. So are you actually going up the fire escape to look?
I was just gonna peek my head out.
Okay. Yeah, you look up the tunnel. It's an upward escape. As far as you can tell, it's just like a little tube that goes up and opens up into a room. You can't really see anything.
All right, I think we're clear, Doc.
Okay. Fantastic. Lieutenant, what's the call?
He's getting his shit pushed in right now.
Oh, I thought he finished beating his ass. My bad.
Lieutenant, what's the call?
Oh.
You look back and ask for the call, and you see this guy spin me twice.
Oh my
Dude, I don't fucking.
Lieutenant
Yeah, we're
is
still-
non-verbal.
we're still fighting, baby.
I'm seeing
I thought he
5
finished
squids floating around my fucking vision right now, dude.
Oh my god.
All right, Sergeant Vyacheslav.
Vyashlav's gonna see Dr. Reginald take over this hostage situation here. He's gonna watch Robin get that absolute shit clocked out of him. And he's gonna take a deep breath, sigh, drop the gun. He's gonna pull the comm links out of his ears and activate the retractable garrote in his fucking comm links and try to jump on this guy's fucking back.
Ooh, okay.
That's so fucking cool. The garage and the fucking comms. Oh my god.
All right, so let's see. I'll say easy enough for you to get to him.
I believe I'm making a brawn check.
It should be melee unless the garrote is a raw weapon.
Successful brawl attack and using garrote against the target causes the target to become suffocated. Targets may attempt to break free of the garrote with an opposed brawl check, adding a setback die for each round they have been caught. So really, it's because it's fucking cool. I don't give a shit about that setback. But yeah, I gotta make a brawl check on him.
Okay. And is it contested or just
A successful brawl attack. So I guess I'm rolling against his
Okay.
defense.
okay? So it'll be one purple, one red,
2 setbacks.
and then 2 setback.
Let's see. What do I?
Oh yeah.
That's
Okay.
great.
One success, one threat. Hey, take a strain.
Yes.
What the
You jump
fuck
up.
is your character profile?
That's the white spot.
Yes.
So,
Insane.
Vyacheslav, as right after Lieutenant Roberin takes his massive fucking overhand, come up behind him, slip the garrote around his fat fucking neck, start squeezing. All right. Next PC slot.
Are we back up to Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That all you got, you fat fucking bastard?
Just start rhythm in a rib cage or run his fucking back.
Just start walking, choking up.
We're fighting the
I'm going
fucking
straight to the body like Rocky. I'm. Does my sergeant being on his back around his neck help me out any?
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you a boost die.
Sweet. Do I still have to deal against his defense?
Yes.
Oh, that's okay. I'm doing a point of damage to this fucker, one way or the other. I spent a point, by the way. I'm aiming again. Fuck it, I'm double aiming. I don't have any strain left, but I'm doing it anyways. No! Damn it! Damn
What would
it!
you like your advantage to be?
3 advantages. I'm fucking rocking this guy. I'm changing the scene in a major way. I'm giving him I'm body blowing him towards the fucking bay window on the other side. My fucking knees are knocking together. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, 3 advantages. Give him a targeted and a reggie setback.
Okay.
Cause I'm on his ass like white on rice.
All right. So he's going to do a contested check to try and get out of the garage. You said it's contested brawl?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. I was looking for the suffocation term itself. Let's see. Target spent temporary opposed brawl check, adding a setback die for each round that they have been caught.
Okay. So it'll be 1 setback this round? Or
Be.
no setback this round?
Should be
Okay.
1 setback.
All right.
And opposed being against my brawl.
Yes.
Okay. So you
So 3
are...
green, or I'm 3 greens.
Okay.
So 3 purples.
I'm going to upgrade.
I'm trying to figure out what suffocated is.
Oh, let's see if I can find it. It's been a while since I looked at it.
Target loses 3 strain per round, but rivals cannot suffer strain and instead take wounds. So it suffocated a rival, just wound them by 3 every round.
Does that go through soak?
This weapon seems very strong considering the target has apes. We forfeit their turn to do the skill check to break free.
It does go through soak.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, it should.
Okay. All right. Made a Stromville. I'm going to try and get out of this garage. This is a fat fucking roll. Make it. Oh my
Take 3,
God.
bitch. Take 3, bitch.
And it is at the start of their turn as well, so he'll take the 3 at the start. Yeah.
Yeah. Already took him. I guess now is as good a time as any, right? I feel like it's kind of cheap though.
That's the point.
That's
That's the point.
I'm gonna spend one of these destiny points. Somehow, and you don't know how, you've got this thing tight on his neck, and he's fucking... Looks like he fails to get his fingers under it. But somehow, some way, maybe sucks in a little bit, makes his neck a little small, gets a finger in, gets 2 more in, gets his fist in, pulls the garrote off, and he's gonna book it to the fire escape. Bowls over Bernathon, just big shoulder check, and he flies up the escape. And he's out of there.
Can I try to shoot him in the back?
No such thing as opportunity of attack in Star Wars. Sorry, bud. He's out.
Little known favorite dark side destiny point usage. Make your villain escape.
Ultimate hack.
I will say, next round he was going down.
I believe
I
it.
kind of fucked him up. He wasn't as durable as I thought he was going to be.
They never are.
Single target.
That's true.
How did he take so many?
Noah did a fuck ton.
He only did 3.
I thought it did 11.
He's got 8 soak.
Oh.
Wait,
I thought that calculated soak.
wait a minute. $11.
What do you know?
He wasn't going down next round. Doesn't matter. He made it out. But hey, enough to make it look real. So, are you guys chasing him? You guys let him
Lieutenant.
go.
Lieutenant, he's getting away.
Secure that door. Hostages first. Clear the cobwebs. And is this this is like a kind of like a waiting rec area as well, right? You'd said great.
Yeah.
After I tell him to secure the hostages, I'm going to limp over and turn the calf maker on. And sit down on the floor with my back against the cabinet wherever the calf maker is, and my head resting against it.
That's elite.
And almost as if on cue, Ginkgo and the boys bust through the other stairwell. Guns up, guns ready, weapons hot. Sir! What happened?
Hostages secured. Major got away.
That key's gonna walk over to you, look down. You look like shit.
I'm gonna peek. I'm gonna barely crack one big squid eye. Look at him. You should see the other guy. Hey, before the swelling closes my big fucking squid eye completely. And then I'm gonna reach up with my other hand and take the calf pot off and just sip it out of the pot.
So, with Beck Squad, you guys round up the hostages, make your way down and out, get back to the command post. Commander T takes control of the situation, sends people in, secures the hospital, things of that nature, post people, sounds the retreat, and you guys make your way back to base. Lieutenant, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with this little comm chip that the Major gave you?
I got it tucked right now. I got it tucked on me right now, Goat.
Okay, shit.
What kind of comp does it look like? I need to plug it into something like data pad? Does it need a table? What do we think?
It looks like it's like an encryption chip that you would insert into a comm link to have a specific
Direct line,
and-
perhaps.
yeah, something like that. And did I say he told you to give it to Jazz?
No, he didn't. But okay,
Okay,
gotcha.
get this to Jazz. He'll know what to do with it. So, mission complete. Job's done. Sergeant, Lieutenant, you guys obviously have been requested for an immediate debrief by Commander T. Rest of the squad, I feel bad. You guys didn't get to do a whole lot right there. What are we doing as we're heading back to base? Anything you guys want to do, say, look at?
I think Bernie will walk over to Doc Fahrenheim. Doc, is it just me, or he knew my name? It's probably not a far stretch to say that he knows all of us and like our loved ones. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But
You have good reason to be paranoid.
But how would he know that? How could
You
he
have
know
to.
that?
You have to understand the people that we are fighting. They have resources and that we just don't have. When it comes to information gathering and people that they could have at their disposal, it is intimidating. I understand the fear, but
think,
but it's a risk that we signed up for.
Would you mind helping me scan the base when we get back? It just might help me ease.
Sure enough, my friend.
All right, well, let's head back.
And just to say, Bernathon, it's good that you have people that you're worried about. Keep them close.
I try to.
Don't be like me.
You know, she still thinks that I run a legitimate messenger service. It breaks my heart every time I lie.
I envy you.
All right. Mr. Reparg.
That's me.
Reaper. As you guys make your way back on the post, there's somebody waiting for you.
Is it a Trandoshan? Trandoshan?
It is Lieutenant Geglash, like waiting at the inner gate, as it were, the inner security checkpoint,
Yeah.
waiting for you.
Not Adam.
Trooper, where have you been? And I'm assuming you guys are coming in as a group,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he just pulls me toward the back or what?
No, right in front of
Oh, right.
everybody.
We were nullifying a hostage situation.
We or they were nullifying a hostage situation.
Let's send a few shots downrange.
That's funny because I don't remember seeing you whenever we were sending a few shots downrange the first time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, with the whole situation, we were going to need some supplies from the basement. I didn't know how much time we would have to go get them. So I figured it would probably be best if I went down there preemptively to save lives in the long run. And I think I accomplished that goal quite well.
So tell me, Trooper. Remind me, did I give you orders?
I swear you did. Let me check my my comm. And he kind of like fumbles his comm,
There.
steps on it.
Oh,
Ah, shit.
how convenient.
I'm watching this with one good eye.
Lieutenant Vrobin, give me I guess just a perception check. It'll be easy.
I mean, you didn't
Actually-
call for me.
Actually, Reaper, give me a deception check.
Okay. Okay. I can't wait. I don't know why I would need to use a deception check here.
Yeah.
It's not really. What's the difficulty?
It'll be an average check, 2 per. And I'm gonna upgrade it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really see the need for the deception check, but if I must. If
two
I am
triumphs. 2 triumphs.
So what I was saying, Greg Lad, was okay. You may not understand. In times of crisis or in times of dire need, a man is presented with 2 choices. He can rise to the occasion or he can fall beneath its feet. And I decided to be preemptive and try and save civilian lives by going down to the basement when we were being attacked. You know, I figured my gun, my blaster, was far less useful than some IV fluids that I could have given to these poor, dying individuals. And I think I should be commended for that.
What would you like your triumph to be? He believes
I would well,
maybe.
I would love for the triumph to be. It can't be.
You do have 2 of them, so it can be pretty outlandish.
Pretty much anything. I would like for there to be, on a stretcher nearby, a patient from the 1st floor. Wait. Is that Repak? He defended me with his life, and he delivered fluids expertly. He started the IV on the 1st try. They say I have hard veins to see. I was sure I was going to die.
Hey, easy enough. Some civilian comes to your rescue. Would you like your 2nd triumph to be?
The 2nd triumph is going to be. Ooh, yeah, bring the major out. Wait, what's it? T? Bring T. Admiral T?
Commander.
Oh,
T.
Commander T.
Commander T? Yeah, bring her out. Let her hear this.
I'll say easy enough that she's walking by as you're getting as your praises are being sung by the civilian.
Excellent.
Perfect.
I deserve this.
She'll come over and put a hand on your shoulder.
How's it?
Good job, Trooper. It's always good to see someone taking initiative, stepping forward. Lieutenant, I think not you, Lieutenant, other Lieutenant. Lieutenant, I keep forgetting his fucking name.
Lieutenant Square.
Lieutenant Geglash, write this trooper up for a commendation. I expect to see it on my desk by tomorrow morning. Stutter.
Commander.
I still walk off. And it's funny. As the civilians being carted away on the stretcher, they don't have an IV in. There's no IV bag, but
This is unbelievable.
nobody seems to notice. I'm watching you, Reaper. And he'll storm off.
Enjoy the show.
Reaper.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Lieutenant Geglash?
About a month. Ever since Marin tried to boot me out of his squad.
You been on hospital duty the whole time?
Yeah. Why you ask?
Just curious.
And look, I really did want to protect everyone, but I get a little shaky. Combat, you know. So I figured I could make myself useful elsewhere. I mean, you saw me back you up there. I took out the droid and everything.
I did. And I'm glad you were there.
Yeah. I guess I was too.
Let me know if you would be so kind. This isn't an order. I'm not in your chain of command. If you'd be so kind, let me know what your unit's next orders are.
Okay. I mean, you gotta keep your mouth shut, though. Like, I can't be telling. That's OPSEC. I would be the last one to jeopardize operational security. I mean, after what happened with Marin, I gotta keep my shit tight laced.
Right. And it's going to be pretty hard considering you don't have a comm link anyways, but that's neither here nor there. But listen, I don't, you seem like a good trooper. And I don't want you to get caught up by commanding officers that might have a bone to pick with you or something. So, just just you know, I can always use another gun on an op if we need it. And, you know, there's no other trooper I think I'd rather have watching my squad's back.
Yeah. Chris, could I hear what was his name? The major said about
Stromville?
Yeah, about Keglash?
I'll say no. That is
Didn't hear that.
strictly Lieutenant Quall information.
Okay. Fair enough.
For now.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I guess I'll keep you posted. I mean, couldn't you just ask him yourself? You're a lieutenant, you know. I feel like that might make more sense.
Decorum and all.
I guess so. All right.
Ginkgo, after your conversation is done, he's going to lean over. You're not very good with military etiquette, are you, trooper?
I wouldn't say that. I just got the commendation.
You're talking to an officer.
I just got the commendation, sir.
Oh.
How about you stand at attention when you're talking to Lieutenant Quall?
He straightens up.
My big throbbing fucking guy.
You stepped on that lizard.
He straightens up, kind of pats down his uniform a little bit to make it, you know, seem more proper, I suppose. Yeah, I guess I could do that. It didn't seem so bad.
Good.
That's a tip-top
Stand for
trooper
Quall's
right
arrival
there.
word.
That's a tip-top trooper right there, Jinko.
I'm sure, sir.
Unit 5. It's time for some R&R. And that's an order. Now, where's those
It's the-
criffing ice packs?
I'll go get you some before I go and relax.
And over her shoulder, you know, a little bit a ways into the little checkpoint thing, Commander T be like, Lieutenant, Sergeant, my office, 15 minutes.
Aye, sir.
All right. Unless anyone else has anything they want to do beforehand, we'll go ahead and cut to that scene.
All right.
All right. Lieutenant Qua, Sergeant Vyslav. Post.
Hey, I'm still gonna be here. I'm just gonna be downstairs trimming.
No problem. So as you walk into Commander T's office.
Now, we at
Got
big.
you.
Are we at Big Base?
No, you're in the Deer Creek block, little waste management post.
But the one that, like, is this like Unit 1, like where Commander T normally
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
You're at your like HQ basically.
Okay, bet.
The headquarters battalion. So you walk in the door and she says, "Please have a seat."
Normally, Qual would not, but he would.
Vyslav's gonna stand up by his chair like this. I can't show you the absolute spread, but
She gives you an eye. Quite a day, gentlemen.
Indeed.
You look like shit, Lieutenant.
You should see the other guy.
That's actually why I brought you in here to talk with me.
Of course, sir.
What happened in there?
Major Stromville escaped, sir.
We combed through the building after you guys extracted all the civilians. We only
Not
saw
all, sir. Major Stromville did report that other hostages were taken before we arrived.
We gathered that. What I found curious is that there were only 2 squads of sovereignty troopers and a couple of look like security droids. No one else. I was a full-scale assault. Where did everybody go? What happened up there?
Commander, we were going to have a firefight and all of the hostages probably would have been iced. But Lieutenant Cole was able to negotiate over a game of hollow chess the fate of those hostages. The 11 fighting members, apart from Major Stormwall, the 9 fighting 17,000 fighting members.
It was 8. 8.
Yeah, yeah.
8's correct.
8 people, 2 droids, 1.
Mm-hmm.
The 8 sovereignty troopers were allowed to leave in exchange for the hostages.
Commander. I followed protocol. I made the call to you through Sergeant Vislev. We received your standing orders, and I fulfilled them to the best of my capabilities with the lives of 15 hostages in the air.
So he just got away, surrounded by what? How many did you have? You had your full complement with you, plus one,
We did, sir.
and he just got away.
Not for lack of trying, sir.
Vyaslav's gonna hold up his freshly disassembled garrote and just point at Fall's fucked up face.
I can see that something happened. I need a full debrief, Lieutenant.
Very well, sir. I'll begin from the top.
And so I'll spare you the breath. What all are you gonna tell her?
Like,
Or what won't you
obviously the beginning.
Yeah, well,
what are
I'm
you gonna
thinking-
leave out?
I'm thinking what I'm gonna leave out. I think the chip and jazz, that's left out.
Okay.
Iron Eyes is in. And for other information is shared. And tip about Geglash and tip about the one close to me out. He alluded to blowing up a Star Cruiser, sir. And unless I've been in the dark on operational measures, I don't believe we have one in orbit around the planet currently. Now, I certainly don't trust the bastard as far as I could throw him. But I'm a better player than he is.
A better player?
Correct. So if this is all just some game, I can outmaneuver him if he's not being truthful about wanting to perhaps turn coach.
And Lieutenant, did he give you any kind of way to contact him, reach out to him, any message you can send him, or anything like that?
No, sir. My unit was busy trying to kill him.
I see. Well, I guess we'll just have to keep pushing on ahead. I need you to write up this full debrief, but leave out the part about Lieutenant Geglash.
Will you be handling that in-house, sir?
Ideally. I'll figure something out.
Understood, sir.
Well, all things considered, good job.
Thank you, sir.
I feel like we're always on the back foot here. This has been a hell week. It doesn't seem to be getting any better.
Commander, I should mention, prior to the assault, we were investigating the call-in about the Civic Center. We found a artillery beacon on the top of Civic Center hidden. One of my troopers was able to stash it on a sovereignty transport, which hopefully is now returning back to base.
One of your troopers got onto a sovereignty transport?
Yes, sir. Under my direct orders.
Wow. I expect to see that paperwork on my desk.
Yes, sir.
Good paperwork, of course.
He is still alive.
Ah, I see. Well, what an interesting day for all of us. That's all I have. Looks like you need an ice pack.
Indeed, sir.
Well, and she starts... Oh, fuck. She starts punching into her hollow communicator. I've got a nice long hollow call with command. So, you're dismissed. Get some rest.
Thank you, sir. Sergeant?
That'll be it. And Sergeant, before you leave, you catch that little look out of the corner of her eye.
Received and sent back.
What the fuck does that mean?
Hey, man.
So, Sergeant, as we are walking back to whatever transport or whatever, we'll get to go back to Unit 5. Not even going to look at you. But while we're walking in step, found out who Puppeteer was.
Shit! Fuck! Oh, fuck! Curveball, what? Goddamn! Fuck! Think it's worth this out?
If it isn't, it will be soon. I think that bombardment will be a nice opening letter. If it still comes down.
No one can hope.
All right. And with that, unless you guys have anything else you'd like to do, I think we can call it there.
Let's
Sweet.
go.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
That was
boys.
one hell of a session, bro. I'm glad I was able to make it.
Fuck yeah.
Look, same.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
It was a fucked up situation.
Oh.
I wanted to say so much more, but I didn't want to piss that guy off.
Hey, man. Let her rip, dude.
Oh, before we go, Doctor,
Yes.
on your comm, or wherever you get your messages, you'll have a little effectively Microsoft Teams alert pop up that just says you have a meeting scheduled.
Oh shit.
In we'll say 2 days. I have a meeting scheduled for wall-to-wall counseling with Lieutenant Robin.
Oh shit. Okay.
For those
I
uninitiated,
don't like that, but okay.
You're about to get your ass beat.
Probably.
Jacob, would you like to explain to the class?
Sure. So generally, wall-to-wall counseling. Whenever there's, insubordination or anything like that, and you want to not write up any paperwork, you can handle things in a more hands-on manner, away from any prying eyes.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So I'm literally just gonna go get my ass beat. Great.
The good news is, it's more of a stress release for both of us.
You can be back.
Yeah. Oh boy. Fun.
Very
I don't like to
good.
fight like that, dog. I don't like it.
So,
You were talking crazy to the lieutenant before the fucking last session. That's insane.
running the cost LDZs, dude. This fucking guy. So, fantastic news, gamers. We finished Arc 1. We've got our major characters introduced.
Yes, bro.
So,
Oh,
I was going to give you guys 25 experience to burn, but because of Jacob and Dom's crazy fucking report, I'm going to give you guys an extra 5, so you'll have a big fat 30.
oh baby.
So, spend them however you like. And that's all I got. Thank you,
Oh,
viewers.
yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
Thank you, gamers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Noah, for joining us
Yes.
again.
Welcome
I do what I
back.
can.
Yes.
God.
Well, dude,
Might be
you were
2 weekends from now.
you were
It's
fucking
impossible.
killing me, bro.
It's impossible.
You
I
were
look up,
fucking-
I see you laughing, I see Chris laughing, I'm cooked. There's
Killing
no
me,
way.
dude. He
Thank
was
God I'm
killing
not
me.
like an undercover spy.
Dude, that shit.
Fuck.
Oh my god, I was laughing my fucking ass off. Because then I'm just lying straight through my fucking teeth to you, too.
I don't see how
Jeez.
people on Critical Role or things like that do it. I don't get it.
Dude,
There's
oh,
no
man.
way.
Because that's why I was trying to look into my camera and my main screen. Because that's what made me bust. I looked
It's
over
not
and I saw
possible.
Chris and Dom like leaning out of his frame. I was like, you've got to be shitting me.
It's impossible.
My cheeks hurt from this one.
And I wasn't even doing anything like particularly comical. It was just impossible to
I
keep
think-
under wraps.
I think you embodied your character perfectly. Because God,
As soon as you started talking, I was like, this motherfucker here, man. This
Anyway,
motherfucker heard the guns going off and ran.
that shit's awesome.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Give us our last words, Chris, and I'll end this bad
Hey.
boy.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll probably not keep the YouTube posted.
You're a
But
hater.
look out for the next episode.
We love
We'll
you
see
guys.
you next time. We'll see you next time on Sunstriders Phase 2.5 LIBERTAS for Session 5.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.